Go.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Saints podcast for the best team in the comp. I'm your host, Julian, and this is my co-host, Elijah. How you going, bro?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay, yeah.
That's
All
good.
right, let's get into it, eh? Let's go review this Dragons game against the Knights. Friday night, 8 o'clock at Cogra. We met for the first time.
I
It
know,
was
hey, it
pretty, it
was
was
pretty cool
pretty good
actually.
feeling, finally.
Pretty cool. What a win, Julian. Both what was it, 20 points to six? What a prediction by me, I gotta say.
Oh
Um,
yeah, Elijah predicted this spot on. I was kind of close. I
real
was getting
close,
there, but
real
he got
close.
it spot on.
My original tip was gonna be 24-10, but you took it, so that's why I said 20 points to six. So
Oh,
got, I
spot
gotta,
on.
I gotta
But
thank you.
very controversial with the fans. They were saying, "Oh, I've seen so many comments about this game in general. It's like everyone was sleeping. It was like
I got it.
boring game of the year."
It was not the best game to go to. I mean, when you go to
I
a game
mean,
for
being
20
there is
times,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
like if I wasn't a Dragons fan, I kid you not, I probably would have fell asleep or not watched the game at all. It wasn't
yeah.
the most
It
entertaining
was,
game, but
yeah.
we got
It
the
was pretty
win.
cool. It was pretty cool, like how few of the ladies that work for the Dragons in the marketing and the merchandise store, they come up to the Dragon Army with two drums,
Mm,
and I was just she was looking at me. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this drum, and yeah, they just handed me a drum. They handed another person a drum. Pretty cool to have drums.
yeah.
Chucked it on, but like I couldn't hold up my banner, but I just swapped it with my mate Daniel. So shout out to Daniel. Yeah,
It was good. The Dragons this game, I feel like we got the win. It wasn't the most convincing way, but we played well. The back end of that first half, maybe the last 20 minutes of that first half, actually all of the first half, I felt we played well. Early in the
yeah,
first half, I feel like we didn't execute enough opportunities like that Lawson, the
yeah. And
full
Sloan.
pass that could have been a try. And the second half,
Yeah.
Sloan and Holmes knocking the ball over the line. Like we could have
Oh
easily
man,
put 40 on them, bro. We could have easily put 40 on them, but
that would have been good for
we got
us.
the
Oh,
job done. Luckily, the Knights
yeah.
are like terrible. Like genuinely, the Knights attack might be the worst like I've seen from an individual team in a long time, like this year. But I don't
Contenders for the food. I don't know. We can't talk about that stuff. I know it's only what round 14 coming up, but like we got to stick to what we're doing. We got to get
yeah,
these.
if we can start stringing games together, then we'll be fine. I talked about it last pod that we failed to like finish games off and sometimes we dropped off. We sometimes because we choked a lot of 12-point leads this season. It was good to see when Knights scored they didn't score again. Like we held our own at the end. Um and I said our defense was really good. Like our defense was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the one try that they scored came from a was it a Leo Thompson? Like it wasn't even one of their halves.
I don't know, yeah.
Um, yeah, I honestly, from a nice perspective, I think they got to give Jackson Hastings a run, bro. Like, I don't know why he's not
Yeah.
in the halves. Like, the
Like
half
where
Jack
is he?
Pogba, yeah, I don't know.
Where's Jackson? Like I've heard a few things that the playing group don't like him, stupid rumors like that, whatever.
No, no,
But
no.
like yeah, give him a shot, man. Maybe he could come in and string up a few wins, but who
I think
knows?
Dylan Brown's
Maybe
gonna help next year. I think he is.
yeah. You
But
reckon you reckon Dylan Brown will come in and maybe Ponga will leave? Who knows? Because like I
I
don't
tell
know.
you what, knowing the Roosters, I reckon Roosters might sign Ponga because there was rumors about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Roosters signed Ponga
That's
because
crazy.
it seemed
But
like
yeah,
Roosters signed everyone in the comp, honestly. But
yeah, bit of a situation going on at the Knights. A lot of people have said Adam O'Brien at the start of the year will get sacked because there's
I'm
always a
surprised he
coach
hasn't been
being
sacked
sacked.
already, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Yeah,
surprised he hasn't been sacked already.
100%. So yeah, someone's gonna lose their job this year.
I know.
Anyways,
But yeah, what a win from
yeah.
the Dragons. I'm so happy to see Lawson make his debut and played amazing. That break that he made right at the
Oh my God,
start of the second half,
that was good.
amazing. Props to and shout out to Loka Pacific Tonga. Um,
Oh,
first try in the NRL, and what a try! All the boys got around him. They all jumped on him. What a moment that was.
loves it. He loves it.
He was unbelievable.
I got a
Honestly,
photo of him.
yeah, I saw. Actually, did I? I don't think you showed. Maybe it was
I
someone.
don't think I didn't put it up anyway. I
You didn't
just
put it
left
up
it,
anyway.
but
Maybe it was someone else. I think someone
yeah,
else.
here it is. Here it is. It'll be on the
We'll
screen
put
anyway.
it. I want to give My prayers and thoughts with Sua, with Jaden, how he
Oh
went
yeah,
down with the syndesmosis. He'll be back in a couple of weeks, but he's the quality of him and the player that he is. It's hard to fill in the shoes, of a guy like that. But we'll go through the team list. We have a pretty good replacement, for him.
yeah. And
But
it's good that he got a try because
it's good that.
he hadn't scored since last year.
Yeah, I know his first. Well, he would have been his second
So
try if he would have caught the ball against the Tigers, but.
oh yeah, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah,
We've
don't talk
moved
about
on to
that.
this
We
one.
don't talk about that. But no, it was a very good. I'm very proud of the Dragons.
Thank you.
But
Gutsy win. Honestly,
very
like that was
gutsy win.
yeah.
Who was it was Gutherson. I want to give a few individual plays.
Oh,
Gutherson,
he's on
absolutely
fire.
amazing. He is with the buy of the season. I don't care what anyone says. The way he's changed his team,
Fire this
he's
season.
done. Paul Crawley. I remember you sent me an article, and he's right. Gutherson has like meant way
Massive
more and done
impact.
way more to the Dragons than Ben Hunt has ever done.
And yeah, I was about to say that's a real captain. Clint
That is a
Gutherson,
real captain.
Gutho, he is a real captain. He's got passion for the sport. You
Agree.
can see it when we win, when players get through. He's got passion for the Dragons.
Yeah.
You see Ben Hunt in his first year killed it. We made finals, whatever, and then we never saw that person again. Pretty much. That's 8 years or
Yeah.
7 years in finals. But that is
Well,
what it is. We move on. We've
I'll
got
tell you what, I
Gutho.
want to give a few like Sully played amazing. I want to say Sully played amazing.
Sully. Yeah, he's
Lawson,
been team of the week.
yeah.
Sully's in all of them pretty much. So
Um, Lawson played
Lawson,
amazing. Couchman played amazing. DeBellin outstanding. DeBellin played absolutely outstanding. Holmes didn't play the best. He had a pretty poor night, but he was on the back of Origin, so I don't really blame him.
yeah.
He'll bounce back this week. I have no doubt. Um, I want to give a big shout out to Big David Clemmer. He was
Oh wow.
He was amazing. 61 minutes. I mean, I think he didn't miss a tackle like 150 meters or something like that. He was absolutely outstanding. Big Dave.
Wow.
And Laurie's been impressing me ever since.
He has.
Yeah, Laurie I don't think ever since, who was it before they played I think ever since the Eagles game. The Titans game
Yeah.
was where from then on now, he hasn't had a bad game. Like for 2 months, 3 months,
Been
actually.
running. He almost got up. He almost scored, man. He was so close to the line a
He
few
did. I
times.
was I jumped out of my seat. I was with my brother, but
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was ready to
everyone would have went crazy if he went down. But
agreed. But
soon coming, soon coming.
I'm not. I tell you what, Smokey. I reckon Laurie's going to score before the year ends. I think that's my prediction. I think he's going
Yeah,
to.
Laurie to get it. Didn't he get one. I don't think he got one last year.
He got one 20.
Year
Okay, his first
before.
shot was against the Dogs, and then
Yeah.
2022, 2023. Sorry, he scored against the Titans and Dolphins. So
Yeah.
he scored 3 tries in his career, which is not the greatest. But
Crazy.
guess what? It's we don't expect tries from him. He does his job now.
Yeah. Once he gets a try, it means a lot. But yeah,
All the fans are gonna go up as soon as he scores, bro. Genuinely.
yeah.
But let's go through the team list for the Dolphins game, bro.
Yes,
So
sir. Let me get it up.
let's
Right, the boys, I'm assuming they're gonna be traveling probably tomorrow, honestly. Get
bro,
in
this is
early.
our third time playing in Suncorp in the past like 7 weeks or something like that. Like it's
Oh yeah. Well, when this is uploaded, it'll be Thursday, so they'll probably be landed by now. What I'm saying is because today's Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably land a day early, settle into Brisbane and fire up.
I'll tell you what, bro. I'm looking at this team and it's a very solid team, man.
I, as soon as it came out on Tuesday, a lot of people, including myself, saying this is one of our best
Yeah,
this year.
it is. If only both Saul and
We
Egan,
both
if they were just two Saul and Egan, but let's go through the team. Gutherson at the captain at fullback with the
Yep.
wingers, Tuipulotu. He's fine. Okay, last week he said he,
Yeah.
but this week he's gonna be back surely.
I
Um,
hope he doesn't get ruled out again.
yeah,
But
nah, he should be sweet. I think last week they just named him just to see if he was ready, but I think they just wanted to take another week to
yeah.
prepare him. Um,
And unfortunately, on his birthday,
On
which
his
was
birthday, the
yesterday,
unlucky birthday present,
Monday,
Terrell
no, Tuesday, sorry, Tyrell Sloan
Sloan got
gets
dropped.
got dropped, unfortunately.
But
My favorite Tyrell Sloan. But I'm sure he'll kill it in New
he'll
South Wales
he,
Cup and
he's
he'll
gonna come
bounce
back
back.
into the squad. But
He'll
let's
be
see, like
there. So
I feel
it
like
is what it is.
he was in a position, Shane Flanagan, where you couldn't drop Lawson because Lawson played better than Sloan on the weekend. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it's no real secret. I feel like Sloan kind of had an off day, obviously with the
Mm.
try. He did some good things. Like he forced that repeat set. He did a few
Yeah.
good things, but I think some defensive possessions and obviously him dropping the ball over the line. I think Lawson just offered more in that game. So
Yeah. 100.
I'm very happy that Lawson's in the team, honestly. Like, even though I love Sloan and Sloan's one of my favorite players, I
Yeah.
trust Shane and whatever he does, I'll back him. So,
In Shane we trust. In
and
Shane
Shane
we
we
trust.
trust. So Lawson's in the centers, Val Holmes and Moses Sully. So I think
Yes,
it will be
sir.
Lawson and Lawson, Sully, and then Holmes and Tuipulotu. So that
Yeah,
will be
nice. We'd love to see that Tuipulotu side again because
that.
wow, he just
Was it? I
tears
think
he
it was the
tears it up.
game against Titans, bro. They killed it on that side, that Tuipulotu Sully.
Oh yeah, he smashed him.
Um,
I can't
but
wait to see him run again. He's got that power in him. He's got that dog in him.
dog, the halves are liking King Togia and Flanagan at
Yeah.
the seven. With the nine,
Oh
Damien Cook. Um,
yeah. Yep.
with and the front rowers, Jack DeBellin and David Clemmer. Very good. I wouldn't be surprised if Laurie starts over DeBellin on the day.
Yeah, usually Shane's it.
Shane,
Shane usually changes it 24-hour update. They usually just swap him around there on the bench
yeah.
and
Um,
whatnot. So we'll see what happens. But
the lo-
yeah, we know the usual bench now pretty much. But we got a new. Well, obviously we got Jacob Little at 14, killing it. We need to re-sign him ASAP. He comes on and just it's a different game. Loco on the bench as well, Mr. Blake Laurie, and he's coming back into the squad. Raymond Fatalana Mariner
very happy to see
is
him.
back, and he
I tell you
actually
what,
went all right for us.
he's been killing in reserve area, but I've been to a few
Yeah,
cup games. He's actually been really, really solid. I think ever since he shaved his head, he's got rid of the long hair.
yeah, he's got rid of. He used to have this
He's
long
gone
hair
fully
and
buzz cut.
whatnot.
Like nobody recognizes him. I want to
Yeah,
quickly touch on Toby Kausman and Leilua in the second row and Stewart at lock.
yeah,
I would not be surprised, and hear me, I would not be surprised if they started for Tyler Marin and put Leilua to the bench. I would
yeah. That will probably happen. Honestly, that will probably happen.
watch out for that change because it might not happen, but
Yeah,
it might because it happened with Dylan Egan, but Egan's not in there. So
yeah,
I think having that punch off the bench in Leilua, um,
yeah.
yeah,
He's been. They always swap him. I swear it's the past like
yeah.
3 or 4 games. They've just swapped him around, and Lelua, even DeBellin sometimes comes off the bench.
Hamish
So
Shook's
yeah,
been amazing for us, bro. He's been a
he's
gun.
been unreal.
He's
Unreal.
been he's shocked me. Yeah. Um, but
Kills it. He kills it.
for this game, bro, how do you see this going? Because obviously Dolphins, they had a bye last week, but they destroyed the Dogs.
Mm.
In very, very, very harsh, wet conditions. I'm worried, bro. I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm worried about this game.
Yeah, this one is a bit,
Is it David? I'm
it
very
kind
scared.
of reminds me of the Brisbane game, but the Broncos game. Like they're going to Brisbane again, but different side obviously. But
How do you
I
reckon?
don't know. I feel like it'll be another. Obviously, I'm gonna tip the Dragons, but like it's gonna be a tough one. Another tough gritty win, but
Tell you what,
who
Julian,
knows how it'll turn out.
Julian, you're not gonna be happy happy with me with this, but I think
Yeah, TikTok. You think you're gonna lose?
no, you don't understand. I back my Dragons every single week, but the thing with my every single time I've tipped against the Dragons twice and we've won both times, so I'm keeping that streak
Uh,
alive. And because I tipped the Storm and I tipped Broncos and we won both those games.
yeah,
But what
right.
bro, I can just see it, bro, at Suncorp Stadium, Channel 9, national, everyone in Australia is going to be watching it, bro. I can just see Dolphins turning it up,
Yeah.
Hamiso, Herbie, I don't know, I'm very scared about this. I hope the Dragons win
Well,
with my whole heart.
someone's got to take one for the team and tip against them. I won't. Honestly, I think I'm just every week I'll say it in the podcast. I'm tipping the Dragons. Obviously, that's my team. I'd never tip against them, but I think honestly at this point I'm just delusional.
No, I understand why I used to do that, bro. I used to tip Dragons, but I noticed that for my personal tipping comp, I just used to always come lower, lower, lower. The
Yeah.
2023 season is when I finally started tipping against the Dragons and I won the comp. So something must be
Oh,
working.
that was. Oh, they didn't win. Like they
They didn't
only
win much
won
games
five
that year,
games
bro. They
that
won
year.
like 5 games that year. We've already like
Yeah,
tied it
that
this
was
year.
bad.
But
Anyways,
nah, but yeah, I'm
but
gonna
yeah,
tip Dolphins this one.
score
What
predictions.
was
Score predictions.
okay? And I tell you what, score predictions and give us a try score from both teams.
All right,
Okay,
all
score.
right.
Dolphins. I'm gonna say Dolphins 28, Dragons 20. I think it's gonna be a high scoring contest, but I think
Oh, you like the doggies game, exactly like the doggies game. 28-20. Okay, all right. I said something similar today because one of the boys from work, yeah, gave me a score prediction. So I'm gonna go similar to that. I was gonna say 20 to something again, but I'm not gonna make it like the same score, as the
yeah,
Knights game. They scored 20 points, blah blah blah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 24-16.
Dragons,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna go 24-16 Dragons way anytime. I'm gonna put honestly, I'm gonna put Lawson
I was about to say that. I think
and
Lawson was cool.
and I want Sully to get up. He hasn't really. I want
I don't think
Sully
he
to get
scored this
up.
year, has he? I don't think he has.
I don't think he has. So I'm gonna say Lawson and Sully. It was gonna be Lawson and Tuipulotu. I know Tuipulotu will score, but
Tuipulotu and Lawson are my try scores for the Dragons.
yeah, nice. I
For
hope Sully gets up for the sake of him and the club.
for Dolphins, I'm
But
just gonna
yeah,
say Hammer. I feel like Hammer always scores, bro. I'm just gonna tip him.
oh yeah, Hammer, and I reckon Herbie Farmworth,
Yeah, Herbie will get over. But
probably
I tell you
Herbie
what, bro, like I
or Bostock.
genuinely, obviously, I love the Dragons so much. I hope they do win, but I'm getting a bad feeling about this game, bro. I don't know why.
Fair
I
enough.
hope, please, Dragons, please prove me wrong, please, please, because I'm scared about this
Come on,
game.
Dragons. Come
I'm
on, boys.
I'm scared. Boys, fire up, boys. We need everyone just to play their game. We can't let
Yeah,
anyone down. Everyone just play their roles. Don't need to do anything, fancy. Just stick to your roles. Know what you have to do. Flanagan, King Togger,
yeah,
do your kicking game perfectly well. I want to say something. Last game, we did like two grubbers and they both resulted in in repeat sets. Do more of those, please.
yeah.
It feels like
100%.
whenever when it's fifth tackle, right in front of the line, the boys need to start to do a crossfield kick that the other team catches, and it's just a
Yeah.
sense to them. Start putting the ball
Same
to the
old.
ground
Yeah.
and getting repeat
Didn't
sets because we never get it, and it frustrates the heck out of me every single time I watch the Dragons play. It honestly does.
didn't one of them grub it. It was the no try for Val
Oh,
Holmes. I swear
Flanagan.
that was a grubber.
Yeah. You know
I
what I
s
mean? And look, we almost scored a
and he
foul
didn't get
just
it
so
down.
he
Like
dropped the ball. Like
yeah,
we don't do enough, and it's such a like a good play because you
mm,
can't really uh, if I mean it could result in a seven tackle set if you kick it too like kick it too strong, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get tackled in the in goals. Like it's I don't know. We're gonna start doing those more, man. It frustrates
yeah.
me because we don't do um
Speaking of getting fired up, Origin
Origin, bro.
that was good, but the kicking was a different story. Nathan Cleary missing all three. Then they get him Lomax and he misses
Lomax
his.
missing basically.
But Lomax, he killed it in Origin. He got a double
Lomax
and
always kills an Origin, and it
yeah,
hurt. It hurt me to actually like go for Lomax.
yeah.
It did.
Shout out to Shane Flanagan for putting Lomax on the wing
Lomax,
and
Flanagan saved his career, bro. I can't lie.
making his ego go all the way up here.
Bro, in 2023, I can't lie, he was like low key, like mid. And then
He was
2024.
he but I'm honest this is gonna be very I'm gonna get a lot of probably comments about this, but he costed us a lot of losses because he couldn't kick a
His L
ball in
kicks.
2023.
I mean, it's not
We
like
lost
we've, yeah, it's not like
games,
we've lost much.
4 points, 4 points, 6 points, 2 points, 2 points. We lost all those games by
I've
this
got deja vu from
game.
this year. Like this year is kind of similar to a few years ago, but like we're starting to win games now. Bro,
Yeah,
we're in the A. Check the ladder, bro. We're in the A. Like we're doing,
yeah,
we're
we're in
doing
there.
well. We just need to
I think we
continue.
have
These Dolphins is a must-win game, bro.
I
Honestly,
think it's 5 wins, 6 losses. We need to bump those wins up.
because I think the Dolphins game is massive. If we're able to get a win over the Dolphins, they'll put less
Mm.
pressure on the Sharks game. Because honestly, I'm very scared of the Sharks. Like very
Oh
scared.
yeah, I don't honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think we're coming from that one
yeah,
either.
no, that's what I'm
But
saying
look, we'll talk
because
about it when the time
yeah,
comes. But yeah,
next week we'll talk about it. But
yeah,
yeah,
for sure. But yeah,
Origin was
Origin
a
New South
very.
Wales.
The first half was all right. The second half was just boring, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It was it was so dead. But
But
the
yeah,
boys got the job done.
yeah,
18-6, but we could have easily put on like 30, 40 points, bro.
yeah, something
We
like
didn't
that.
capitalize on enough opportunities. But I think Laurie Daly won't make any changes except for Barnett, who prays to him.
Oh yeah, shout out to Barnett.
It sucks, man.
Oh man, it
Playing
sucks,
this caliber.
especially for the Warriors fans too, man. I feel for you guys. Season ending career, not career,
No.
season ending injury sucks,
So many people
man.
are doing it. It was Egan, Ryan Couchman did it. The ACL was a lot
Yeah,
common this year. Like it's few players are doing it, bro.
yeah, all
It's bad.
forwards.
Yeah, all forwards. Who do you reckon will replace him?
I've got a feeling. I've looked at the stats. I've also listened to a few clips of the Burrow podcast. Shout out to the Burrow podcast. I know a few of the boys there. Shout out to Zane. They've they've read out Keon Kulamatang's stats, and he's been killing it. So I reckon either him,
There's a few players like Keon, there's Stefano,
yeah,
there's Terrell, but I don't think they're gonna play Terrell, mate, after what he said on that. Like,
yeah. Honestly, they might bring in Stefano since he was like part of that squad.
yeah, he was.
But
I think they're
Keon
going.
does,
I think Max King's probably gonna be. I don't know if he will start. Maybe I think probably Max King will start and
yeah, and then
bench.
yeah. But
Max
I
King was
think
a very good.
Keon.
Um,
Yeah, Keon deserves a spot too, but
but
he's been in Origin, so
yeah.
yeah. But
Um,
at least the women's, they won the State of Origin. They won the
they
first two, and then
they
Queensland won that last one. But
did you see that no try from New South Wales where
oh, Kelly, Isabel Kelly,
literally had the ball over the line. She
even
dived. You didn't understand, Julian. I've never seen that in my whole life. When someone's
no
dived
one
over
has.
the line and fell to ground the ball because they've had that. Oh God,
How? How she was literally it was clear. There was no one around, and she didn't get it
gosh,
down.
that's the worst bomb try I've seen out of
And
any game
maybe and because of that,
we lost.
honestly, they lost.
We lost by
But
four
look.
or something like that. Like
Not gonna lie, the whole day building up to it, I had a feeling. I said, "Oh, I think the women's Queensland team will win."
Julian,
So
tell him about your money. Tell him about your money.
I chucked on a cheeky sports bet. I put on like, I think it was $10
Mm,
or 15 or something, and obviously they weren't favourites at all because New South Wales have smashed them the first two games, and so I
yeah.
put in like $10 or 15, and I
Mm,
got back $53. So it's definitely worth it. But look, I didn't tip my
okay.
stake, but look, you got to do that sometimes. You got to do it sometimes. But
Nah, I
yeah,
feel you, bro. I feel
feel
you.
below out here.
You
Feel
go.
below.
All right, bro. You wanna go through our tips? Let's go through our tips.
Oh yes, sir. Let's do it.
For this week. Um,
All right, no tipping.
let's
Foo,
go
foo,
through,
foo.
bro. Oh, okay. So I'm on the tipping website I use is ESPN, the tipping app,
Ah, yeah.
and I've done my joke around, which means every game is double points.
Hmm.
So because this round I feel like there's a few games I could easily tip. Okay, let's go through it. Manly Knights. Manly got the good win over Broncos. Knights,
Oh,
terrible loss against the Dragons. I think it's pretty simple. You know what I
pretty
mean?
simple here. Like 93% against 7%.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm
especially the
surprised
odds as
Newcastle
well.
aren't like way more outsiders. Like they're only $2.85.
That's in Newcastle too. That's crazy.
Yeah. I
Oh
tell
well,
you
what do you
what,
do?
knowing Manly, watch Newcastle like get up and win because Manly are so inconsistent, bro.
Honestly,
They
I
are so
think
inconsistent.
Newcastle are smokies for this game because I think Ponga got named, didn't he? I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I don't look at other teams' team lists besides
Facts,
the
facts,
Dragons.
facts. I looked at the Bulldogs one because I saw Lockie Galvin was on.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a bit crazy. He's in reserves or something. But yeah, I've got Manly,
Manly.
and the
I'm
next
1 to
game
12 or 13 plus.
um, I'm
Same.
gonna go 13 plus, honestly, from here.
I'm going 13 plus too.
Yeah.
But
Then we got Storm
Storm
against
against
Cowboys in Melbourne. Looks
Melbourne.
like it.
I think who was missing for the Cowboys? I think someone was injured for the Cowboys. I saw something. Let me check Mix RL. I'm pretty sure they posted it. Let me check.
Yeah.
Um, let me check here. Sorry,
Um,
fellas.
yeah, we're just sorting the team list out because I don't look at the other team list.
I can't find it, but I swear I saw something that
Damn,
Roy's player was injured. I mean, that Cowboys player was out. Oh,
it's
maybe was it Robson? Oh, it was Robson. You see, but there was
is
some
there
doubts in him. I think his name, but I think there was some doubts that he might have got injured.
right? Wow,
So
Clifford has been dropped as well. I forgot about that for about him. Like he played a
Cowboys,
few starting games.
Cowboys that game against Tigers was the worst defense from both teams. Honestly, that was
Yeah, that was
actually
bad.
the worst defense I've seen was the Eagles Dragons last year. But this is
Oh yeah,
we
mm,
scored 40 and still lost.
that was hard. That was the game we're supposed to win to honestly just lock in finals. But look, we move on and we still lose by 1 point the next year with
Um,
Lomax to bloody do it. Anyways, I'm getting
um, but
teary.
yeah, Melbourne got a good win over Ty. I mean, it wasn't a good win. Like it was, they got the job done. Like it was a pretty crap game. Like it was.
The odds for the Dragons game. Wait, we'll sort that out in a second. All right, I'm going Storm. I'm gonna go 13 plus here.
Yeah, Melbourne. I'm gonna say 1 to 12. I just looked at how are
Yeah,
Dragons
me too. We are not favorites at all, which is
by like a
good.
good margin, like probably the same margin that Manly are with Newcastle. All right, bro. We're literally ahead of Dolphins, bro. But okay.
That's all right. That's what we want. We want to be the underdogs.
I tell you what, yeah, because I feel like whenever we're favorites, we kind of underperform, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But
I think we were favourites against Knights, but look, win is a win. We gotta just keep getting these
yeah,
wins.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not about
Um,
yeah, it's not about that
I'm
stuff. But still,
going.
this is crazy.
I'm going. Like I said before, I think I'm going to go Dolphins 1 to 12. I hope, and I'm going to be watching the game with all my heart. And I hope Dragons get up, bro. I really do. But for my tipping wise, if I had to put a tip, put my money on it, I'll probably pick Dolphins 1 to 12. But
Yeah.
you Dragon.
Look, if Dragons play the way they played that first half in the Charity
Mm.
Shield,
We can easily kill it because Dolphins are not the greatest team, bro.
yeah,
Genuinely, Dolphins aren't the greatest team, bro.
like that Charity Shield game was crazy. We fell off a bit, but that first half was like, wow. If this is the rest of the year, we're cooking teams. But
I thought we
that's
were
just
gonna win the combo, and then the first round we lost the dogs. I was like,
yeah.
it was like a reality check. I was like, all right, bro, this is our team.
Yeah, it's real now. It actually matters. But yeah, wow. 10th versus 8th, and yeah, Dragons are not favorites, Dolphins are. But look, it is what it is. I might chuck on a few cheeky bets, but always it's always Dragons. It's always Dragons.
All right, next game, Sharks versus Warriors. Now, bro, this is a tough
This
game
will
to
be a
tip,
tight
bro.
one.
This
Yeah,
is a tough game because they're close on the ladder. Warriors are ahead of Sharks, but I feel like Warriors aren't
they
convincing me
just got
all the
that
way,
win.
bro. They all I feel
They
like they're
just
somehow just scraping a win, like not convincingly. I mean, that's what good teams do, but like I feel like I don't know, Sharks. I'm picking Sharks, bro. I can't lie. Sharks 1 to 12. What about you, bro?
yeah. Well, the Warriors just got that win against Souths, did they? So
Yeah.
obviously we can't keep going the same teams. Do what I did last time. I'm gonna go. Um, yeah, I'll go Warriors. Well, honestly, Sharks did have the bye last week,
Yeah, but the
so
week
they
before
might
they
come
got
in.
destroyed by Roosters, they're very inconsistent Sharks, but on their day they're good, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
Look,
hope
I'm gonna
Sharks
go.
get the win over in Dunwich so they lose to the Dragons next week. Get the win over in
Yeah,
Dunwich so they lose to us. So
fair enough.
wishful thinking.
Nah, I'm gonna go Warriors 1 to 12. I'm
Tell
gonna
you
go
what, I want to
Warriors.
touch on it. Julian beat me in tipping last week. I forgot to
I
mention
did
that.
somehow. The
6 out of
Tigers
7
won.
for him. I got 5 to 7.
Yeah. Wow.
It wasn't the prettiest week,
Yeah.
but it's all right. Next game, Brisbane Titans. I'm
Oof.
going Brisbane. Surely Brisbane win. I'm going to say 13 plus. I think Brisbane will get a convincing win over
Yeah.
Titans.
I
I think
think. I think.
Brisbane,
Yeah.
they've been like getting a lot of crap from the media and from fans and everything. I think they're due for a
They're
win.
gonna bounce back for sure.
They've lost like
Um,
10.
I I haven't looked at the team list. Any interesting changes in this?
Reece Walsh is back, which
There we go.
so
Reece Walsh. Is he playing? He's playing fullback.
yeah, and Cobbo on the wing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I
Back
think
to
I think
how they
Brisbane
did.
13 plus. I think they're going to get a convincing win. I said Brisbane would
Walsh,
beat Manly. That was a shocking tip.
yeah.
Plus,
Walsh has that fire in him. He's been gone for a few weeks, so I feel like he'll just get the boys going.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
Wolf,
Okay. Are you going 1 to 12?
Raid.
13 plus.
Oh, I'm gonna go 1 to 12.
12. Okay, sneaky win.
Yeah. The
Okay.
Raiders host the South Sydney Rabbitohs in Canberra. Tough place to go. We'll be there in a few
Oh,
months.
odds are crazy. Jeez.
So the odds are, yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna go Raiders
Yeah,
because
I'm going
Fogarty
Raiders.
is back.
Going Raiders 1 to 12.
They just won on the weekend, but I'm gonna go Raiders. I'm gonna go 1 to 12, not 13 plus.
Yeah, I'm going 1 to 12 Raiders. And Tigers, Panthers.
Ooh. I
Um,
don't know about this. Luai versus Cleary for the first time this year. It's a
I would
Tigers.
I would not
I'm
be
gonna go.
surprised if this one. What?
I'm gonna be picking Tigers.
You
Call me
love to be
crazy.
different, Julian, I swear, bro. You love to be different.
You gotta be calling me crazy. The odds are
Nah, it's all
insane.
right. I reckon Tigers might get up and win, honestly, bro.
Someone's got to do it. And come on, shout out to the Tigers and their fans. They've been through a rough patch.
Yeah.
And so, come on. They're obviously with their new facilities, new board signings, they're on the way up too with the Dragons. But still been a tough season for them. Hard watches. But
I'm gonna go
well,
Panthers 1 to 12. I
yeah, I'll go Tigers.
All
One
right.
to 12.
Final game, the
Oh, the game of the round, honestly.
game of the round. I'm gonna go Dogs, but I'm gonna say Matt Burton field goal for the win. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it's gonna be a very close game all game. I just think Bulldogs will finish as much as I dislike the Bulldogs, honestly. I just
Oh, same with me and Para. There's just a hatred. I swear every team has this little hatred for Para
I
because
swear,
like,
bro.
come on, it's
But it's not like they've
Parramatta.
even been successful for us to hate them. Like they haven't won anything in years.
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. Just both fan bases can get crazy, especially Dogs fans. Like,
Yeah.
but look, anyways, I'm gonna go doggies here. I would say 13 plus, but Eels do have a pretty decent side that have won a few games. So I'm gonna go Bulldogs
I
one to
mean,
12. King's birthday.
last time these two teams played, Moses didn't play, and Eels only lost by 8. I mean,
Yeah.
Burton didn't play, but I think Eels. I'm considering choosing Eels, man, but I gotta be safe. I gotta be
Mm.
safe. Do I want to take a risk? No, I'm not taking a risk. I'm gonna tip
This
Dogs.
is almost the first versus last. It's crazy. First
Yeah.
versus 16th. But
But
look, anyone like you've said before, or everyone says it, teams show up on their day. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
like
It
this
doesn't matter.
this this year is so unpredictable. Any team can beat any team on any
It's
given day.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, bro. Heading into our
Let's look
last
at the
segment.
hot
Um,
takes.
we put up a story about if any of our viewers wanted to give us hot takes, and we have some spicy.
Oh yeah.
I
Let's
want to
have a
do one that
look.
was on last time, and I'm gonna put out a post about it today of my reaction to it. But it was
Yep.
someone. Let me get up the I made a graphic on it. Might post it tomorrow. Someone said that. Where is it? So, boys. Someone said that Matt Duffy. Let me scroll all the way down.
I was looking at comments and like about Dom Young and all
Yeah,
that. Someone said, "Oh, resign Little and let's get Dom Young." And I replied, I said, "Why would we get Dom Young?
yeah. I don't
Look
know.
at our wingers. Our wingers are killing it in reserve
We have
grade.
so many wingers, bro. Genuinely,
It's
so many.
insane. It's
Um,
insane."
Coming from 22 Tobias from last time, he said Matt Duffy could have been a top 5 NRL fullback today if he had stayed with the Dragons. My response to this was I wrote it in paragraph form, so there's going to be a little bit NPC of me, but it's because I wrote it in paragraph form because I was it was on a graphic. I said
Yeah.
um where is it? I said on his day, Matt Duffy was undoubtedly one of the best fullbacks. However, the thing that ultimately separated him from the other fullbacks was his deficiencies in defense. I still
Yeah.
think it would have been hard. Still think it would be hard to crack the top 5 fullbacks in today's game when the likes of like Tedesco, Edwards, Pappenhausen, Trbojevic, and like Latrobe are still firing. However, this take still has some truth in it. But yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was a very
Yeah.
spicy take. But I think he was Matt Duffy on his day was a gun fullback, but he needed to work on his defense. Um,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about that. But all right, let's get into the Instagram.
Right.
You
All right.
wanna
I'll start
do?
off.
Yeah, you start
I've
off.
already read. I've already read a few.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna read one of them.
yeah.
First of all, shout out to the Leaguey. He's got
Mm.
great content. I love his content. I actually met him for the first time at the Sports Shed TV charity match. Man, he covers all of it, especially the
He's a legend,
women's.
bro.
He's got all the info about everything. He said the Dragons are one elite half. Oh, I can't read. Sorry, guys. The league said the Dragons are one elite half, so a half away from being a roster that could compete for top four.
Agreed. I 100%
I
agree.
love this. I love this. Another person that has faith in the Dragons besides us and our fan base. So
100%.
100% agree on that. We are getting Atkinson next year. We'll see what happens with him because he is a great half, and I think Flano's just going to unlock him.
If we had, let's say, I'm gonna just chuck out. If we had Jamal Fogarty, we would be top
Yeah.
four right now. We would be top.
Someone Someone also said, not sure I've read it out in some comments. Someone said look, it is what it is with players that come and go. Amone. If
Mm.
we had him still, he was a gun.
Amon
If
and
we had
Sullivan, bro, far out, man.
Amon and Hunt killed it together, but look, we got to move on from that.
Yeah.
I,
Amon
man,
and
just
Sullivan and Sloan were supposed to be our big three for the future, and
yeah.
and
Now,
somehow
now it's just Sloan remains.
and Sloan's in reserve grade, so it's basically nobody now. Like
Yeah. I
I
mean,
yeah,
Sullivan is killing it at Souths. Good on him. Like his gig at the Tigers was
yeah, it was
not the best, and then Wayne Bennett saved him. They've got a
yeah,
good relationship, and is I really want him to stay at Souths for the best of him
yeah.
because apparently he's going to go back to Tigers. That stupid deal. He's
Yeah,
not
I
going
know.
to
I
start.
think they're going to re-sign him. I think the Rabbitohs re-sign him. But someone that the Rabbitohs won't re-sign is Ravalawa. I think he's going to come back to Dragons.
Yeah, but
Inside.
I don't know where he's going to fit in honestly
Yeah, I don't.
after
I think
last
Dragon.
year.
I think he's going to go to Super League in my opinion. I think he's going to go Super League.
Probably, I reckon so. But
Um,
yeah.
Isaac Botcherul, he's had a few ones about Jacob. He loves Jacob Little. He said Jacob
Yeah, yeah.
statue. Jacob Little should be picked for State of Origin. Jacob Little is the go. I agree with all three of those, honestly.
100%, a
Love
hundred
Jacob
percent.
Little. He's been amazing. He was a bit quiet on the weekend because he didn't come on till late in the game. Finding in the way he used Little was a bit strange, I can't lie. But
Yeah, should have put it on a bit earlier. Shout out to JC. He said
mm.
Dragons win a grand final by 2030, which is
Oh, we're gonna win a comp by 2025, bro. We're winning a comp this year, bro. We're winning the comp. We're winning a comp. No,
yeah,
I
I'm
agree with
with
that too.
I'm with JC on that one, honestly. Even before that, yeah, like you said, by 2030, so hope so. Someone said Bailey, I don't know, say his last name, he said should pick up Sexton if we were smart.
I don't know. Sexton, the thing is, the reason why people glaze Sexton so much is because he's in a good team and they're doing well. So, by him as a half himself, he just does the job. He doesn't do
Yeah,
anything like that great. Atkinson as a player is probably a better player than him. So, we don't really need Sexton, honestly. We have King
yeah.
Togia. Hopefully, Jonah Glover doesn't leave because he's a gun. By the way, shout out to the New South Wales Cup. What
Oh
a win
yeah.
that was. Julian, I know you were at the Leagues Cup, probably drinking away your you having a good time that Friday night. But
Yeah, before the game, the Cup boys played, and all I know is Ben Rumble scored to win the game.
bro, we were up 22-0. They then scored, I think, five straight tries or something like that to take four straight tries to
Oh,
take the lead 24-22 with 3 minutes remaining. We ended up getting the ball back off the short kickoff and we scored in the corner to win the game. We gave me
oh,
flashbacks to the Roosters game where we had a
oh
big
yeah.
lead, let it go, and then scored last minute, bro. That was
Yeah.
um
Good on them. They're second on the ladder, and I really hope they just go all the way.
get
I'll be
behind
there for the boys.
Dragons fans start going to the games. Got to get behind the cup boys.
Yeah.
I want to give a actually Charlie Karamitos said I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, I butchered the last name. He said the Bellin Origin. Now my hot take before
Yeah.
the season started was the Bellin would play Origin. It's probably not gonna happen. Oh, it's not gonna happen.
No, I
But
don't think it will.
De Berlin, he's so under. He's one of the underrated forwards in the comp. One of the best like
Look,
ball playing lot. Like
with all that stuff that's happened, obviously he had like 3 years off footy. He could have been in those 3 years. First of all, he would have been paid.
yeah,
First and second of all, he would have been stuck in Origin still, I reckon.
bro. Because he
And
was in Origin in 2018.
yeah,
He made Origin, and then everything happened. He just fell out. But honestly, for an old geezer like him, what's he? He's pushing
killing
40.
it at his age.
Bro, he's been amazing, bro. For a fella
Yeah.
pushing 40, bro, he's still kicking, bro. He's still amazing. But
There are a few smokies for Origin though, with our
yeah.
forward pack.
Um, oh, I tell you what, the same guy who said the thing about Sexton said, as much as it hurts to say, Sloan may have to go, Lawson in for him. He predicted it,
Yeah.
bro. And
Yeah, and then
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna
yeah,
happen.
then my mate Noah, shout out to Noah, he said Lawson over Sloan. It happened. It happened.
Yeah.
So
Um,
you got your bets right. Oh well.
honestly, we need more talk and hype around potential recruitments, given away we're giving. I can't talk. Recruitments
That's
giving were missing halves and bigs.
sorry, but that's the bloke who said we should get Dom Young.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty sure it is. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, he's like, I was like, why would we get Dom Young? We have so many good
Yeah.
wingers in reserve grade and beyond that, and
I'm very excited to see who the Dragons going to sign in the off season. It's going
off
to be very
season.
interesting.
Payne Haas.
Next year, if we don't make the eight this year, next year we're making the eight, bro. We're making the eight.
Oh, 100%.
Um, Nay, I can't, I'm going to butcher the name. I'm just going to say
Oh
this.
yeah.
This guy said Payne Haas being able to
Hmm.
make in 20 straight. So do you reckon Dragons would give him the money to
But
come? I don't know.
do you reckon he'll move to Wollongong? I don't know. It's a
Well,
hot
I
take.
think because he's a New South Welshman, I think move on the Sydney is on the cards. And my
Yeah.
insights, I can't reveal my sources, but it's gonna come out soon. I think he's what I've been told by my by people that I've spoken to, my inside sources, that he's very, very, very interested in coming to one of those
Mm.
Sydney clubs. There's four Sydney clubs I've got in my head, and I can't reveal just yet because someone has told me, someone that's linked to the situation, but there's four clubs that are in the race to sign Payne Haas from Sydney. But
Come on, Dragons.
yeah, Rose said, I swear if we lose Jacob Little, they'll be right. 100%, bro. 100%.
Oh, there will be. It's gonna be. Come on. It's his month. It's literally a calendar. He's on June.
Yeah.
Come on, Dragons. Re-sign him,
And
please.
then the last one, gosh,
Oh yeah, the last one is. I saw it before. I don't want to say it. You can
gosh.
talk about it or whatever.
Tyrell Sloan is very overrated. No, he's not, bro. He's not overrated. I don't like this Tyrell Sloan slander, bro. I would
I
not.
hate it. I hate it.
Sloan is my man. Whenever me and my family go to like games and meet and greets and like all those fan days, he always recognizes like my family in that because we always have good chats. And he's honestly Sloan is such a good person, such a
He
good
is.
player, bro. He doesn't deserve all the hate that he's getting from the
He's a
media,
great guy.
from the
And
fans, from the fellow fans. Red V vodcast, bro. Back your boys, honestly.
yeah,
Back. Sloan's been amazing. He hasn't really done anything like that bad. Like. I don't
no, it's
know.
just
Yeah.
he may have been caught up a few times in games where they score,
But
but
that's
look,
not true. He's not gonna be perfect, bro. It's his
yeah,
first year on the wing, bro. Like, come on.
yeah.
But,
Like honestly, he killed it last year at
yeah,
fullback. He did. He really did, especially under his first year of Flanagan.
he did. He
And now
did.
that we've got Gutho, I think Gutho is a very, very great mentor, not only for him but other fullbacks coming into the Dragons.
He did.
But other than that,
Um,
Slade
uh,
is yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, guys, this concludes the second episode of the Saints podcast. Let us know which segments you want us to do, what you guys want us to talk about. Make sure
We'll
you
have more hot takes. You
more
know
hot
it.
takes, more questions. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment down. As I said, comment down below what you like, what you didn't like about this podcast.
Yeah. Tell us what you want to see, what
Yeah,
we could talk about. We've talked about pretty
um,
much everything.
but yeah,
Obviously, this is more of a Dragons podcast. We can't go into every little team's
yeah.
detail. We'll just do our tips.
Have a good day and peace.
Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the listen.